Hi, I wanted to do a video just to kind of share with you all, if you don't know, about some recent celebrity passings. Um, when I was younger, I would always hear like my grandmother and her friends, they would be like, death comes in threes, it happens in threes. And I would always get concerned when someone would pass away, and I would be like, oh my goodness, are two more people going to pass away that I know? Like, because it comes in threes. And, I don't know if I really subscribe to it, but it does happen sometimes. And in this instance, this video is about three celebrities that I knew of that I was fond of their work and they passed. So the first person was on Sunday. Um, well, no, on Saturday. I'm sorry, on Saturday, March the 12th. Tracy Braxton passed. She was famously known for being a singer and an actor. She was born into a musical family. Toni Braxton is her sister, and Tamar, Tawanda, Trina, and then her brother. Miss Evelyn, her mom, and her dad Mike and her brother Mike, and had she was married, she had a son, and she had two grandchildren. And I remember last year her son got married to his longtime girlfriend since high school, the mother of his two kids. And she shared a picture from the wedding, and she looked super thin. And we were like, oh, she lost a lot of weight. And I didn't know. I thought maybe something was wrong with her, but it was kind of like after I didn't see the picture anymore, I kind of forgot about it, out of sight, out of mind. And so something was wrong. She was, privately going and seeking treatment for having esophageal cancer. And so, unfortunately, she passed, like I said, on Saturday at the age of 50. And her family is just heartbroken, and I'm heartbroken for them. And that's really sad. It's really sad. And then on yesterday, I found out that Scott Oliver Hall, who is a retired Hall of Fame wrestler, his wrestling name was Razor Ramon. And he used to have like a toothpick in his mouth, and he used to be like, I'm the bad guy. And he was around the era of when it was WWF, and then it was WCW, going back and forth. And he was in the New World Order, when it was him and Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. When Hulk Hogan had went over to the dark side. Anyways, so I really was fond of him. Like, he was one of my faves, and apparently he had fallen and broken his hip, and he had hip surgery, and it was an extensive surgery, and apparently there were a lot of complications, and they had to go back in after the surgery and do another surgery, and it just became complication after complication, spiraling. And eventually he passed away from the complications, and he was 63. So that's very unfortunate, because he was very healthy, before he broke his hip. And I know that they say as you get older, if you start breaking bones, it can be, fatal. And so I'm just, that's so unfortunate. I mean, because he was just 2 years ago at the Hall of Fame ceremony, and so, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. And then the third one is this man. His name was Mike Mora, and I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he is the husband of the R&B singer Khalees, who was once married to Nas, and she had that song "My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard," and then like "It's Better Than Yours." Well, her. Um, I think they were married for about. I think they were. I think they've been together for like 8 years, and I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were married for like six. I don't because I think they were together for 2 years before they got married. Okay. Well, anyways, he had in September of 2020, I believe, he went into the hospital thinking he had an ulcer. He had this very severe stomach pain, and he was thinking he had an ulcer. And he was in the hospital for like 10 days. And I think that bled over to October. And then that's when he was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. And the doctors told him there was no more that they could do for him. And they gave him like 18 months to live. And Khalees would talk about them eating clean and juicing and, her doing all of these things, holistic treatments to try to heal him. And unfortunately, it was not able to happen. And he died on yesterday at the age of 37 because she was 5 years older than him. So he was 37, and they have a son, Shepherd, together, who's 6. And he was also, played an intricate role as stepfather to her son Knight that she has with Nas. And so, 37, that's really young. I mean, I don't think any of these people are considered old to me. I mean, you know, Sky Hall being 63, he's technically considered a senior citizen, but you can't even retire at 63. You're not supposed to retire like really with getting your full compensation until like what, 65, when your social security kicks in and you start getting a check. And so that means he was still kind of, young too. And so 37 is definitely still a baby. You don't even really start fully knowing yourself. I mean, really deeply knowing yourself till 40. So, and then Tracy at 50, that's still young, that's, not too much older than me. I mean, and, it's younger than my mom, I think about that. So, it's just very unfortunate. And I just pray that they all just are at peace now. And I pray for the comfort of their families, and their loved ones and their fans. And we just have to pray for peace that surpasses all understanding, because, we don't understand, when our loved ones are taken from us at such a dramatic way, at such a young age, at such a time we're not prepared. We're really never really prepared. And selfishly, we want them to be in the flesh with us all the time. And so that's just hard. And so, we're like I said, we're praying for their families. And I just wanted to, just say that I enjoyed each of them. He was Mike Moore, Khalees's husband, was a photographer, a phenomenal photographer, and videographer and stuff like that. And so, I just admired every one of the people that talked about their work and their profession. And I thank them for entertaining me, whether it was visually, through music or through wrestling or through pictures or videos. And so again, praying for their family. And they did make an impact here on earth. And I hope they're at peace with that too. So thank you for watching. Until we meet again. Mwah.